Sure shot, baby! Good day, everyone. So, once again, I'm Diego Vergel de Jos. This is the second episode of the DVD show. So, for today, I invited a very special guest, Justin Chua. So, he used to be from Ateneo, playing in the UAP, part of the 5-peat Ateneo Blue Eagles. And now he's playing for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. And he's really the top contender for the most improved player.
Medyo
So,
nag-hack.
for today, we'll get to know more about his career. So first, I would want to ask, how did you spend your time outside of the bubble? Like after a few months, yung nga weeks and the month, what did you do after the bubble?
After, it was pretty strange nung paglabas ng bubble kasi when we were inside, like everything was prepared for us. Like, syempre we were staying in a hotel, so breakfast, lunch, dinner was always served outside your room. So you wake up, you have food. So I think that's the first thing that I noticed when I got back to my condo. But like, there's no food na I have to get my own or cook for myself. So yun yung hassle. And then second, I guess yung pagiging busy, it went away na kasi there's nothing to do na. You're not looking forward to practice or games, ganun. So, medyo naging bum, which is pretty different when you were in the bubble na araw-araw, you have to do this, you have to do that, ganun. So, yeah, those were the major adjustments I had to do.
So since sinasabi mo nga na nagbago yung habits mo, do you still work out like every day even if off season, and ano yung mga bagay na like you focus on?
Siguro, I started working out mga maybe second week of December. Kasi parang feeling ko medyo masyado na matagal nag-chill. So, I decided to start working out. But it wasn't very religious na araw-araw. Basta at least mga thrice a week meron. Basta maka-workout. So, when you're asking if I was working on anything specific, wala naman. I was just doing skills lang talaga and lifting weights. Just building the base. Pero ngayon lang talaga ako nag-start ngayon January for my for my preseason workouts.
Okay. So I also heard that dun sa interview with Mikey Reyes na what do you call this? Parang nahihirapan ka nga ng ibang activities na gawin ngayon na parang couch potato ka nga. I heard that he
Yeah,
said that.
yeah,
So, do you have other
yeah.
activities that you do outside of working out and basketball, especially ngayon holidays, ganyan? How did you spend your
Uh,
holidays then?
well, nung December, like the whole of December, medyo bomb talaga. Like I said, I would try to work out at least thrice a week. And then if I don't, I take care of my dogs because I have two dogs in my condo. So that kind of takes up much of my time also. And then what else did I do? It's just video games basically. Kasi I'm very okay lang staying in the condo, to be honest. Hindi
Oo.
ako like nung lockdown, medyo hindi naman siya yung parang what I'm gonna do in the condo. Parang
Yeah.
I try to keep myself busy din playing video games and doing some other stuff para maging okay naman. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's good naman to hear. Especially kasi yung iba nalo-lonely kasi
Naghang ka ata ulit.
mag-isa lang sa bahay or sa condo. So, first I want to also
Uh,
know. Ah,
yeah.
first
No,
I
no, no.
also
Not naman that lonely because I have my two dogs nga.
okay, okay. So I wanted to know lang yung journey mo to being a basketball player. So nung bata ka, basketball na ba kagad yung first passion mo, or did you do stuff nung mga grade 4 ka gano'n na hindi mo talaga nagustuhan and then you decided to pursue basketball na?
Actually, hindi eh. Kasi medyo late ako nag-start. I think I started learning how to play at 13 years old na. My whole childhood was video games, then hanged out with friends, I was sort of a nerd, parang
Yeah.
ganon. I wasn't really into physical activities, ganon. And then, yun, my stepdad, like forced me to do basketball in the province. I'm from Bacolod kasi.
Oo.
So that's where it all started talaga. Like yung pilit niya sa akin. Tapos unti-unti ko siya nagustuhan, and then yeah, it opened doors to having a scholarship, ganon. So doon na nagtuloy-tuloy. Pero yun nga, medyo late ako nag-aral maglaro ng basketball. It wasn't really my thing, kumbaga.
Yeah. So I hear so many of the players, like lalo na sa NBA, like sila Siakam, I think, and
Yeah.
MD or something. Yung mga Africans, parang they really like football first. And then,
Yeah.
tsaka lang parang
Medyo late na.
nag-basketball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe it's because of the height also, I guess. Parang napipilit mag-basketball.
Probably. Cause they're all athletic kasi, di ba, over there. So, parang ang dami nilang options to, like, it's not just basketball, ganun.
Yeah.
Yun nga, there's football also. So, yeah.
Yeah, tama, tama. So, nung grade school ka, were you in Chang na? Or dun yung sinasabi mong nag-start yung scholarship mo then where nakikilala ka na?
Oh no, not yet. My first scholarship was in Iloilo. My school was Iloilo Chinese Commercial. It's where James Shap also came from, and Ken Bono and a lot of other guys also. So I stayed there for a year. Doon talaga yung first organized basketball ko. Like first time ko maging varsity, ganon. Kaya then it took a year before I flew to Manila na and went to Chiangkai na after one.
Did you try out in Chiang or ni-recruit ka nila from Iloilo?
It was sort of recruitment, pero not directly. Because when I was in Iloilo, 2003 ata or 4, parang nagkaroon ng tryouts ng bayan sa Iloilo. It was for the national team for Cebuana Luwiller pa yung national team nung time na yun eh. So I got to try out for parang they were looking for pool yung mga young national team athletes.
Yeah.
Parang juniors. So yun, nag-try out ako, and then I think they just saw me as a tall Chinese kid out of everybody. Kasi first year ko pa lang mag-basketball, so I wasn't really that good. And then yun, parang after ng tryouts, parang for some reason, they tried to talk to me na parang if you want. So nasama ako sa pool nung national team na parang young batch. Tapos parang they asked me, oh, do you want to study in Manila? Do you want to enroll in Chiangkai? Tapos sabi ko, yeah, I'll tell my parents. And then yun, after a while, nag-decide naman na yun, mag-Chiangkai na. Swerte ko kasi my dad lives near Chiangkai in Manila. So that made the transition easier.
So yung stint mo sa Chiangkai, was that 4 years for high school?
4 years, yeah. Because I went back to first year when I transferred para wala ng residency. Sakto naman yung age ko till like ma-max ko yung playing years ko. So it wasn't really naman. I wasn't in a rush to go to college anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So your whole stint in Chiangkai, I saw that you were an MVP. Was that like your senior year?
Well, sa totoo lang talaga, I wasn't MVP kasi walang award for that year nung nag-champion kami. Wala namang official award. Parang there was like paano ko ba explain? Basta parang may nagsusupport lang dun sa league namin na parang tinawag nila ako MVP nila. Parang nila.
Oh,
but not
okay.
officially by Tiong Lien. So, yeah, yun. Hindi talaga ako MVP. But that was my third year when we won our championship. The championship. Yeah.
Okay. So in your whole stint, ano yung mga notable lessons na binaon mo all throughout your career, even in Ateneo and in Phoenix and now in the PBA? Ano yung mga lessons na, you'll never forget na tinuro ng coach mo or like natutunan mo on your own with the challenges or like the success you achieved in that level?
Well, I guess in general na lang, high school, tas I learned it in high school and in college, was to not give up. I mean, there's always trials na parang it's not always naman na may playing time ka or babad ka or what, but there's always gonna be challenging stuff that will happen to you. And then you just don't give up. And then aside from not giving up also, you have to work hard on your game also. Kasi everybody's trying to improve naman. It's not just you or it's not just me. So parang if magsa-sulk ka lang na parang hindi ako nang ginagamit, ganyan, parang nothing's gonna happen to you. So, but if you work hard and then hindi pa rin binigay sa'yo, at least masabi mo sa sarili mo, di ba? Na parang, I tried naman eh, baka hindi talaga para sa akin. Pero, so, that's one thing na hanggang ngayon, like, for ilang years na ako naglalaro, that's something I always, keep into heart na I'll work my ass out so that sa huli wala akong pagsisisi. Parang ganun.
Okay. So moving on to Ateneo. So alam ko parang people were saying that they wanted to recruit you kasi nga big man eh wala namang masyadong height mo nung time na yon. So what was the recruitment story for Ateneo, and did other schools also approach you in
Yeah.
Chang from Chiang Kai?
Uh, recruitment going to college, I remember I was playing sa Father Martin's noon eh. It was in AYAC. It was like a Saturday morning. And then before our game, it was Ateneo seniors, like Coach Norman, sila JC Intal, ganon. So they were the game before us. So siyempre ako, parang mangha-mangha ako. Parang, uy, parang mga idol ko to sa TV, they were playing, blah, 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 ganon. Then after their game, kami na. And then I was surprised na I saw Coach Norman. Nagpaiwan siya along with one coaching staff. I think it was Coach Jean Afable. And then, yun, I think I played well naman. And then after nun, parang kinausap nila yung head coach namin that time, si Coach Sonny. And then, doon na yung nag-bridge ng connection. Then they met with me and then they asked me if I want to go to Ateneo. And then, yun, parang naging official naman siya nung fourth year ako na, nag-commit na talaga ako for them. In terms of other schools that recruited me, LaSalle also tried to recruit me. Like, I have an uncle kasi who was a supporter sa LaSalle, and then siya rin yung nag-bridge ng connection. But there wasn't really a deep naman na, this is what we're gonna offer you, this is what we're gonna offer you. Parang lang na, parang pag dito ka may scholarship ka, ganyan. So, and then what other schools? I think I got offers also for San Beda and FEU, and I think UE also. Pero hindi na umabot sa let's meet again, let's talk about it more, parang ganun. So I think it was just a toss up between Ateneo and LaSalle talaga. Like for me, that was the only choice I was gonna. UP also.
Yeah, of course, those are really the best choices also in my opinion. Pero I just wanted to follow up, not really related about your career, pero ano yung take mo dun sa college recruitment ngayong generation? Kasi may mga ibang tao nagrereklamo na perahan na lang daw and stuff, and whoever's the richest gets the best players. So ano yung masasabi mo, lalo na nung generation mo, hindi pa masyadong ganun ka, I don't know, ganun ka na yung recruitment?
Well, obviously, inggit ako kasi sana kami rin eh, di ba? Parang I wish we got paid also because syempre, you still help your family naman eh. No, kahit naman, syempre ngayon, for example, mga kids, they get like 5 digits na allowance, they get signing bonus, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure it goes to their parents naman eh. And it helps them, lalo na mga not so privileged na players, di ba? Which is a good thing also. But on the other side also, medyo pangit din siya, di ba? Kasi perahan na nga eh. Sino mas marami pera? Makakuha ng player. Pero wala eh. I think that's how the world really works. Parang money can can do everything eh. Lalo na sa sports ngayon. So yeah, I'm quite jealous because during my time, hindi naman ganun kalaki yung bigayan. Well, for me personally, it wasn't that big. I think it was like 3 batches after me na parang nag-start na lumaki yung mga allowance ng mga kids, ganun. So, yun. Well, feel ko naman ngayon, for me lang, medyo exage na yung mga nangyayari. Pero, wala ganun talaga eh. You have to accept it talaga eh. Tsaka, para naman yun sa mga kids eh, di ba? For a brighter future. So, yeah.
Yun din naisip ko eh, parang it really evolves. Like, the world evolves. Yeah. So, yung mga backers ng school or supporters, nag-iisip sila ng ibang way on how to make the team better. Eh, hindi naman illegal, quote-unquote talaga yung ginagawa.
Yeah, technically, di ba? Tsaka, di ba, parang NC ngayon sa States, parang they're abolishing na the rule of the NCAA na walang pera yung mga players. Kasi, kailangan din nila eh, di ba? Not everybody's privileged naman na to survive without money naman talaga, di ba? So, may pros and cons din naman. Siyempre, kawawa yung mga schools na wala masyadong budget, di ba? Kasi, how can you get 5-star recruits if wala kang maalok na di ba? So, yeah.
It really became topic that people talked about when Pumaren said it in a podcast also, something. Kasi Adamson nga,
Yeah.
syempre hindi sila nakapag-compete dun sa mga top 3
Yeah, 'di
schools.
ba? Ang medyo mahirap din. Pero 'di ba, kahit na ganun sila, kahit wala masyadong pera, at least si Coach Franz, 'di ba, nakapag-recruit pa rin siya ng mga Phil-Ams.
Yeah.
That was a big deal for Adamson also, 'di ba? Yeah.
The Jerick Ahanisi recruitment. Siya yata yung na-cut na
Yeah,
ilang teams, tapos kinuha lang, sila lang yung kumuha sa kanya, tapos naging star player nila. Parang,
yeah. Jerick, that small point guard who got drafted by Tokentex,
si Val Chauca.
si
Yeah.
Tyrus Hill, right?
Yeah,
Adamson
Tyrus Hill.
also. Yeah. They got a lot of Phil-Ams naman na nakuha eh. So magaling din yung pag-recruit siguro. Kasi
Yeah.
one thing with schools naman na walang pera, usually naman ma-offer nila yun, pag dito ka, grabe playing time mo. So sometimes that also can be a big deal for players, di ba? Kasi lalo na sa mga players na may pera naman, syempre obviously they want exposure, they want to play, ganun. So, yeah.
So, it's like a perfect segue to your UAAP career. So, yung first 2 years mo kasi, you were playing behind Rab Al-Husseini, who was like an MVP and a mythical 5 member. Pero champion kayo
Yeah.
every year na sa Ateneo ka naman. So, yung first 2 years muna, how can you say that you learned a lot from the team? Most especially, I guess, Raba and sila Noy Baclao, because you were playing behind them, even if limited playing time ka. How was the stint naman?
Well, obviously it was a learning experience for me kasi 'di ba, guarding the MVP and the Finals MVP for 2 years straight. It wasn't a joke kasi syempre mahirap din. Pero ang dami mong matututunan sa kanila kasi sila nga yung star players mo eh. And then aside from that also, playing under Coach Norman talaga really helped me kasi nag-develop talaga yung mga skills ko. Ang dami niyang natuturo sa akin since he's a big man also. So I really appreciated all those learnings. Although mahirap siya tanggapin as a player kasi parang syempre buong high school mo you average 30 minutes a game. Out of 40 you play 30 minutes and then biglang 2 years of your life parang you play 5 minutes per game. Swerte ka na nun, di ba? So it was really hard. And then doon bumabalik yung sinabi ko nung umpisa na wala, kailangan mo lang pagtrabahuan talaga and then maybe your time will come naman na ikaw naman, which happened naman, di ba, after they left.
Yeah. What do you call this? Yung sa lineup rin naman ng Ateneo, parang feeling ko yung mga natututunan mo dun sa seasons na yun, na-apply mo rin eventually sa future mo sa PBA, ganun. So,
Yeah, of course.
okay lang naman yung ganun. Pero,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
tough.
Pero there were really times na I wanted to give up. Well, giving up hindi naman na to stop playing basketball, but give up meaning I wanted to transfer. I wanted to transfer schools. Kasi parang, sayang na 2 years ko dito, baka masayang pa ulit yung third year ko, di ba? Parang ganun. So, I thought about it. And then I consulted naman the coaches. I wasn't being rude naman na, ayoko na, alis na ako. Ganun. I asked them about it naman. And then, wala. The rest is history. I stayed. Ganun.
What was the main reason on why you stayed? Is it the coaches, yung communication mo with them? Like, they convinced you na whatever? Ano yung mas na-convince
They
nila?
didn't force me to stay naman. Pero parang they said na, well, this happened twice kasi. My second year and then my fourth year. Dalawang beses ko gusto umalis dapat eh. My second year naman, obviously they told me na, ba't ka pa aalis third year ikaw na yung big man. Aalis na yung dalawa eh. Parang wala na reason ba't umalis. Magagamit ka na. So that's the reason why I stayed. And then the following year, Greg came, di ba? So balik na naman ako sa bench. Although I was playing minutes na nung fourth year ko, pero I thought na after the fourth championship, naisip ko sarili ko na if I wanted to go pro, kailangan may pangalan ako eh. Like, I have to have exposure, di ba? So, I was contemplating again to leave and then transfer somewhere where I could, like, play, like, ball out talaga kahit papaano. Kasi, lagi naman sinasabi namin sa amin ng mga coaches namin na like thank you for your sacrifice. We all know that if you guys like sa team to sa buong team kasi parang if you guys like played somewhere else, for sure starting five kayo or you'll play significant minutes, which is true. Sobrang lalim ng team namin nung year na yun na lahat kami pag pinaglipat-lipat mo, mag-start kami somewhere else. So yeah, and then yeah, it was a long discussion yung 40 after fourth year ko kasi parang ano ba unahin ko, career ko ba or yung individual ano ko or yung team concept. So it went back and forth for a while naman na when I consulted my coaches na parang ano bang plano ko. And then they were very supportive actually. Parang they said, now if you want to do this on your own to have a better career, then go do it. Parang kasi for sure naman imposibleng masapawan ko si Greg eh. There's
Oo.
zero chance talaga na mangyari yun. So they understood. But on the other hand, they told me, pero just parang di mo rin naman kailangan umalis kasi magagamit ka naman. And then there's a possibility na you'll make history nga. You'll be part of this team to do it, di ba? So why not? So yun, I thought about it really hard and then yun, stay. Then we won five straight nga.
Do you think na yung third championship nyo, kasi I forgot kung saan ko nabasa yun, parang feeling ko rin na yun yung pinakamahirap dahil wala si Raba or si Greg yata nung third. Tama ba? Yeah,
Yeah,
diba
third was
you played FEU in the finals, correct? Right?
yeah, I played
Yeah.
FU in the final.
So I saw an article that I think it's like a opinion article, it's not like a from Spin or something, na parang someone wrote na favorite ka daw niya sa Ateneo kasi you play hard always and ikaw yung parang secret weapon kasi hindi ka nga like main guys like sila
Yeah.
Jai Reyes, Eric Salamat,
Yeah.
ganun. So, can you talk about like the finals? Kasi sabi nila dun parang integral part ka daw of like defending Aldrich Ramos and Rael Cervantes. So, how was the experience without Greg, without Raba nung time na yan?
Syempre mas masaya ako kasi that was my time to really shine kumbaga kasi there was nobody else naman talaga and then I think I was the vet now on the team. So I cherished it. But it wasn't just about me eh. When I was playing well, it was because of my teammates. Because sila yung nagsiset up sa akin eh. Naalala ko nung finals, Eric Salamat, sobrang daming pasa sa akin. Si Eman Monfort, sobrang daming pasa sa akin. Kasi kung wala naman sila, hindi naman ako makakascore. Because I wasn't really the main guy nga, di ba? So I was just happy to have that role in the team during that years. I had my moments naman eh, nung eliminations, nung Final Four na I would play really well. Pero nung finals talaga, I didn't care about playing well. Basta makatulong ako sa team. Luckily nga, parang they just left me wide open. I don't know why he wasn't guarding me. If you watch the replay of the finals, like sobrang dami ko tira sa ilalim na uncontested. So, yeah. So, those were fun times.
Tingin ko kasi yung scouting report siguro nakafocus dun sa teammates mo. So, ikaw,
For sure.
gagawin mo yung, alam mo lang, yung job mo, may skills ka naman, nag-iisip ka naman. So, easy baskets, good defense, ganun lang.
Yeah.
Simple lang, nothing fancy.
That was sobrang surprising kasi parang hindi nga nila ako pinapansin siguro. Siguro wala nga sa scouting na Chua, wala yan. Diyan lang yan sa gilid, ganun. So, I was lucky to be open always. So, credit din sa teammates ko, di ba? Because they would always find me.
Yeah, that's true. Kasi yung teammates, like even now sa PBA, di ba, sa teammates mo, really, you good feeling ko gumagaling ka din dahil kay Matthew, Calvin, ganun.
Yeah, for sure. Kasi it makes my life easier, all the attentions with them. Eh. So parang, antay lang ako dito. Tapos, di ba? So,
yeah. So, for the season 74 and 75, what were naman na moments na talagang memorable for you since yun na yung talagang veteran ka na talaga, paalis ka na. So, what were the moments that you could say like prepared you for the PBA D-League and the PBA mismo that, you know, you really remember?
Well, aside from obviously winning like 5 straight and ending my career with a championship, I guess yung attitude lang on my part of knowing my role and accepting my role. Kasi sipin mo nung college ko, bangko, tapos star player, tapos off the bench. So 'di ba, parang lahat ng role nagawa ko na. So parang it's just how you accept it eh. So I think moving forward after college, like syempre pag D-League, di mo alam saan ka mapupunta, di ba? And then obviously you'll have new teammates, new system. So it's about adapting also again to your role on that new team, di ba? So I think that's the biggest part no na natutunan ko, knowing my role talaga sa team and accepting it fast. Kasi sa D-League, ang bilis magpalit ng player. Pag ayaw sa'yo, pwede kang tanggalin agad, di ba? Kasi contract na yan eh. So, yeah. I was lucky na I went to Blackwater. Parang ako yung, parang sobrang bilis ng transition ko. It was easy to play for them kasi during that time.
Wasn't it a tough decision though? Kasi nabasa ko lang kanina na lahat ng Ateneo teammates mo yata nasa NLEX, tapos yung teammates mo sa Blackwater were the UST boys.
Yeah. Tsaka yun nga, my first conference with Blackwater, it was funny because it was like being in college all over again. Kasi hindi naman ako nag-start eh. Kasi center namin nun si Karim Abdul pa.
Yeah, I
Kasi
saw.
UST base kami nun eh.
Yeah.
So I was subbing for him lang. So
Yeah.
it was college all over again, di ba? So yeah, and then after one conference naman parang nawala ata sila. So ako na yung main big guy nung nun. So yun. Sobrang swerte ko rin na I played for them.
How many conferences did you get to play in the D-League 2 ba?
Well, that's to enter the draft pero I think I played mga 2 games, parang ganon. The first
Okay.
was with UST boys, and then the second, that's when we won the championship, and then the
Yeah.
third, that was like weeks before the draft. So parang nakalaro pa akong 2 games bago yung PBA draft. Parang ganon.
Okay.
So mga 2 games.
Yeah. How about the impact of Coach Leo Isaac? Kasi siya yung coach mo nung Blackwater, diba, sa PBA D-League. So, how was his impact on you? Lalo na nung finals, alam ko ikaw yung nag-step up, nag-17 points kayata for both games. Tapos tinalo niyo pa yung NLEX, puro yun yung first unit yata ng mga players sa Ateneo.
Star players, di ba?
Saan mo nakuha yung motivation at saka yung gaano ka nakatulong yung teammates mo and Coach Leo?
Kasi playing for Coach Leo before, it was super easy. Kasi he didn't have complicated game plans, complicated rules. Practice were very simple. So, we all just bought in as a team. Yun yung malaking bagay din nung D-League kami. Kasi puro bata kami nung nandun. Kasi yung core namin, medyo UST pa rin, di ba? Plus other guys na ka-age din namin. So, alam mo yung walang gap, walang inggitan, walang ano. So, we were playing as a group. So, we were really surprised na we made it super far and we made it to the finals. And then yung finals, wala. Laban lang talaga. Kung matalo natin sila, di super good para sa atin. Kasi sila, kumbaga sila yung super team eh. Hindi lang super team eh. Kasi from first 5 to 15 guy, lahat star player ng college, di ba? So I guess that was one of their weaknesses also, na lahat sila star player.
Mahirap mag-adjust.
Siguro.
Yeah. So, what do you call this?
Yeah, so I guess yun din yung naging weakness nila.
So, yung game plan nyo, what was special about it? Since mas skilled nga sila compared sa inyo. What was special about the game plan that Coach Leo drew up?
Hindi ko maalala kung ano yung game plan niya, but it was pretty simple. Just play, parang gano'n. Just do our plays and play. And then medyo kasi nung time na yun, yung batch namin nung nag-Blackwater ako, parang kompleto rin kami in a way, bawat position. Like there's always some guy who will always play well in certain position. So parang hindi rin kami natatalo. For example, may nag-sub si ganyan, second 5 na kami, tapos sila starters pa rin. Medyo nasasabayan pa rin. So, sobrang laking bagay nun for us na parang everyone na pinapasok, nakakatulong lahat. So, I guess, yun nga, medyo feel ko nung natalo namin sila nung game 1, doon na sila na medyo na-rattle ng konti. Because as far as I remember, during that year, they've never lost in the finals ever,
Yeah.
kahit one game.
Yeah.
It was always a sweep for them. So
Oo.
siguro it was unfamiliar territory for them, di ba?
Yeah.
And then I remember game 2, kami yung naghahabol. Tapos nahabol lang namin nung huli. So siguro, I guess it was meant for us
Yeah.
talaga siguro. Parang ganun.
Yeah. So entering the PBA draft, nabasa ko yung parang scout, yung parang analysis ng mga tao sa'yo entering the draft. So parang sabi nga nila, you were supposed to be the next Raba, pero biglang si Greg pumasok. So hindi na naman natuloy yung success mo to the top. Tapos it said here, steady post-game and mid-range. Tapos clutch nga daw kasi reliable ka kahit kailan kayo palaruin. Pero yung weakness, nagulat ako yung can't finish at the rim and low rebounds. Tsaka yung potential mo daw is like coming off the bench. So entering the PBA, what was like your mindset nung draft? And where did you think you were gonna go talaga? Like what round?
Entering the draft naman, I wasn't really pretty high on myself na, oy, first rounder ako, oy, dito ko gusto maglaro. Actually, nung time na yon, sabi ko kahit saan naman ako madraft, okay lang. Basta madraft ako and then bahala na, di ba? But I think one thing that made me really believe in myself that I could make it was when we beat NLEX nga during the D-League. Kasi parang back-to-back finals na back-to-back games nung finals, maganda nilaro ko. So parang putok nga yung name ko. I was sad lang na there's no awards again during that time. Pero I was pretty sure na PBA scouts would notice me kasi the way I played. Plus, given na NLEX kalaban, si Greg was there, Jake Pascual was there. So all the big guys also entering the draft was there. And then I played well nga. So parang mag-gauge mo rin na I can compete with this guy. So, I think I have a chance. Kasi kung feeling ko naman, if we didn't win the championship that year, hindi pa ata ako join ng draft nun eh. Kasi ang lakas ng draft class ko eh. Tatlong big man, first 3 picks eh. So parang feel ko medyo mahirap. Pero dahil nga nag-champion, sabi ko, sige, what the hell, i-grab ko na yung opportunity kasi sayang eh.
Yeah.
And then I tried out for one team lang the whole of season. I think it was Magnolia lang. Yun lang yung pinapunta sa akin ng manager ko. And then, nung nagsi-scrimmage, I think I really did very well. So, yun, medyo okay naman yung pakiramdam ko heading into the draft. Pero, obviously, I still didn't expect to be drafted in the first round nga.
Yeah. Was your draft the one with Greg, Ian Sanggalang, Albazan? Tama ba? Yun ba yun?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Then
malakas
R.R.
na.
Garcia, and then Romeo, Forrester, Ryan Buenafe, Holstein, and then I think it was Mina. I was 10 pick. 10 teams pa lang nun eh. So I think I was 10.
Okay. So yeah, feeling ko rin nakatulong. Kasi syempre kung you up lang, parang they'll be like, why would I get this guy? He wasn't even a starter for you
Kasi
up.
ang dami pang star players na napunta na ng second round eh. Nico Salva was second round, Jeric Fortuna, Jeric Teng, Carlo Lastimosa. So malalim din yung batch na yon. So think yun nga, sobrang swerte ko nung nag-champion kami sa D-League. Kaya sige, sali na sa draft.
Yeah. Pero I know that yung start mo sa PBA medyo rocky kasi nga parang napunta ka kung saan team. Nabasa ko lang na nag-Sandig Coffee ka nga din, Global Port, SMB, Barako, Meralco, TNT. So parang Global Port yung medyo nagamit ka para 20 games played kaya yata sa Global Port. So what do you think yung nakuha mo dun from, I don't know, sino yung coach niyo or yung teammate mo? I think sila Romeo, Pringle. Tama ba yung time mo?
Wala pa si Pringle. Romeo, R.R. Garcia. Kasi batchmates kami. And then Nico and LA. Kaming 5. Kaming 4.
Okay. So si Romeo. So what did you learn from the Global Port system? And bakit sa tingin mo yung parang biglang after 20 games biglang nawala ka na rin sa kanila?
I learned a lot from my vets, my rookie year, because my vets were Eric Menk, Jordan Salvador, and Enrico Villanueva. They're elite big men yung mga yun eh. So, ang daming natutunan sa kanila, di ba? And then, doon ko rin na-realize na my body wasn't physically ready for the PBA nung pagpasok ko. So, feel ko sa lahat ng adjustment, yun yung pinaka nag-adjust talaga ako na kailangan ko magpalakas talaga kasi big boys na yung mga kalaban mga kuya, ganon. So, yun. And then, in terms of playing naman, si Coach Richie Tixon, coach namin nung rookie ako.
Okay. Yeah.
We had a love-hate relationship also, lalo na nung umpisa. Kasi parang, yun nga, like my body wasn't physically ready yet for the pros. So, dami naming like, lagi ako napapagalitan, ganon. And then, I think it all started nga, again, I don't know if this is like destiny or what. Una niya akong ginamit kalaban Hinebra, Greg Slaughter. So Greg, ano naman
Okay.
yung nakalaban ko. So
Yeah.
yun, ginamit niya ako, tapos maganda laro ko. And then yun na, tuloy-tuloy. I think I played all the games na after that. And then na-earn ko yung trust niya. I was playing decent naman, not super well, but I had good games naman. And then the following conference ata, nalipat nawala si Coach Richie and then si Coach Pido na
Okay.
yung pumasok.
Okay.
So I played a couple of games for Coach Pido. Medyo hindi ata niya ako type eh. Hindi ko alam kung may
Sa
kinalaman to
system.
sa UST before eh.
Ah,
Because I would always play good against UST, di ba? I don't know if you know
Oo.
this. Pero
Yeah.
kidding aside naman.
Yeah.
Feel ko lang di lang niya ako masyado trip. Kasi may ganun naman, di ba?
Yeah,
Like,
meron.
hindi lang naman sa PBA, pero kahit sa NBA, meron naman di ka lang trip ng coach.
Mm-mm.
So yun. So nalipat ako sa San Miguel after nun.
Okay. So sayang kung si Coach Richie pa yung coach. Baka doon ka na sumikat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But everything naman happened for a reason naman. Then paglipat ko naman ng San Miguel, iba pa yung coach, si Todd Purves pa.
The
Yung American
foreigner.
coach
Yata.
pa, San
Yeah.
Miguel. Foreigner siya. And then, my hopes were really high kasi nag-usap talaga kami ng masinsinan na ito plano ko sa'yo, ito lalaruin mo. So, lalaro talaga ako nung time na yon. Kaso tinanggal din siya.
Malas.
Pinalitan
Yeah.
siya ni Coach Leo Austria.
Yeah. No.
Yun nga. Knowing Coach Leo naman, di ba, very short rotation siya.
Yeah.
And
8
then
guys.
I was
8 to 9.
under yeah. Junmar pa yun. So he would
Uh.
play 30 plus minutes. And then Arwin, 30 plus minutes. So yung
Yeah.
magsasub, konti
Bihira.
na lang. Si Doug lang siya, si Rico. Offer, di ba?
Yeah.
So wala na ulit. Yeah, and then yun, nag-champion naman ako. So naka-champion na ako sa lahat ng levels, high school, college,
Yeah.
semi-pro.
Napasok mo
So
nga yun.
tapos okay naman yun. And then nung nalipat akong Barako, kay Coach Koy Banal, yun, medyo fluctuating din. Minsan gagamitin, minsan hindi. So, medyo, those were the trying times na San Miguel Barako. Medyo mentally draining siya in a way na parang, ano bang ginagawa ko mali? Ba't di ako ginagamit? Lahat yun papasok na sa utak mo eh.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I think my life in college really trained me for those moments eh, na parang, antay ka lang, magsipag ka lang na somehow you'll get your break naman.
So nung mga 2018 ka yata nag-Phoenix or 2017?
Hindi ko na maalala. Sobrang dami kong trade. Hindi ko alam anong taon na yun eh.
Yeah. Pero I think...
Baka. Kasi nag 3 years na ako eh. Nag 3 years na ako sa Phoenix eh. Baka 2018 or 2017. Bro.
Yeah, 2018.
Baka
so, di ba na-trade ka like so many times? So, medyo sa players, either they really like, as a team, either they really like you, kaya gusto ka ng team, or talagang pinamimigay ka na nila dahil wala, they don't think you can, they think yung kapalit mo can contribute better. So, what kept you going until you found a home in Phoenix? What kept you going in order to get motivated to still keep working hard? Kasi yun talaga yung parang motto mo like ever since high school na working hard. So yung trying times, you said you were thinking about giving up na and stuff. Ano yung factors?
Kasi I think nasabi ko rin to sa isang podcast nung na-interview ako. I think kasi sa sarili ko, I knew na kaya ko. Hindi lang ako nabibigyan ng chance. So I really made sure during practice na papakita ko na kaya ko. So bahala na yung coaches kung gagamitin ako hindi. Napansin ko naman all throughout those years, kaya ko eh. Like nakikisabay ako. Kasi may ibang players na alam mo naman na hindi nila kaya. Like, pero nung sa akin, parang I felt like I could Like hindi naman ako nasasapawan, hindi naman sila sobrang angat sa akin. Pero siguro mas magaling sila sa akin, pero hindi yung sobra. Like nakakasabay ako. So I guess it's one thing also na parang kaya ko to. I just need to be in a team that needs me or would play me, ganon. So, while I was waiting, hindi siya, like kahit mahirap, hindi siya ganun kabigat kasi alam ko sa sarili ko na kaya ko. So, that fueled me also to just keep working, na keep improving every year, keep improving lang, dagdag mo to, and then somehow, some way, magagamit ka rin somewhere, parang ganun, di ba?
That's really good kasi some athletes walang patience na 5 years, 4 years,
Yeah.
5 years
Tsaka,
bago nakuha.
throughout my career naman, there were glimpses naman Like I said in Global Port, may glimpse naman na, oy, kaya ko naman makipagsabayan. And then, nung kay Todd Purves, a little bit, ginamit naman ako kahit papano. So, yun. And then, yun din, one big factor also, when was in San Miguel, obviously, I'll guard Junmar, right?
Yes.
So, in practice, nakakasabay naman ako Hindi ko siya ma-stop, obviously.
Yeah.
Sobrang galing niya Pero on the other hand also, parang nakikita ko rin na, oy, kaya ko scorean si Junmar, kaya ko rin scorean minsan si Arwin, sila Doug. So, kahit ganun ka-talented yung team namin nun, alam kong kaya ko naman sumabay sa kanila. Parang ganun. So,
Yeah.
every team na napuntahan ko, nagbarako ako, nagmeralco ako, nag-talk and text, ganun minsan mentality ko. Sa practice ko papakita na kaya ko sumabay. Ganun, na parang, pag binangko mo, kasalanan mo yun. Hindi ko na kasalanan. Parang ganun, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi parang I showed you naman what I could do. If you really don't like me, wala akong magagawa. Parang
Yeah.
ganun.
At least Coach Louie alas like you in Phoenix. So
Yeah.
to move into that part of your career, what do you think when did you think and why did you think Coach Louie liked your game na, and yung breakthrough conference mo I think was the Philippine Cup 2019 nung nag-semis kayo. So what do you
Yeah.
think was the factor on his decision tapos na-unleash ka niya?
With Coach Louie naman, we had a love-hate relationship also noong umpisa. Like, he would always yell at me, and then there were times na medyo na ano na rin ako na parang, bakit mo ko lagi sisigawan, pinapagalitan. So, medyo ano rin yun, medyo back and forth din, yung adjustment period. Kasi sabay naman may pumasok And then, I think also, since I was a nobody, like, I'm just Justin Chua, hindi ka
Yeah.
naman sikat or hindi ka naman star. Obviously, coach's respect to you isn't that high pa di ba? Hindi ka naman like Matthew Wright
Yeah.
or Jason Perkins or Abueva na parang, parang kahit paano may respeto So, pero syempre, you have to gain your coach's trust. Lagi naman yun wherever you go which team you play, you have to get your coach's trust. And then I think I did that gradually with Coach Louie until nagtiwala na siya sa akin. And then nakapag-adjust na rin ako sa kung anong gusto niyang makuha sa akin. So doon nagsimula yung parang may playing time na ako, like kahit magkamali ako pa rin gagamitin, yung mga ganon. Importante yun kasi if you have a relationship with your coach, hindi yung parang laro lang ganon. So yun, nung nakuha ko nga yung kiliti ni Coach Louie, doon na nag-start lahat. Ganon. Pero syempre, it was a two-way street. If I play bad, he would still yell at me. Pero if I play good, di ba?
Yeah.
And then, yun nga, accepting roles also, like I said kanina, it's very important kasi yung konektado to sa sinabi ko kanina na pag practices during ng mga teams, kaya ko makipagsabayan. Alam kong kaya ko score against them. Pero pagdating mo sa game, never naman ako magiging priority ng team to score So the sooner you accept that na hindi ikaw yung scorer, the better it is for you. You're not gonna look for your shots. You're not gonna force stuff. Parang pag dumating. So, yeah, when I accepted that sa kay sistema ni Coach Louie, it just got easier for me because Matt was passing me the ball. Jason was passing me the ball. So, di ba? Parang yun lang din.
Yeah. I agree also na hindi talaga scoring lang lahat. Like si Draymond Green, I think he's one of the best players in the NBA. Pero pag nagsiscore siya, 5 points lang, 7 points. Pero yung impact...
Pero lagi siyang na ano, di ba? Parang parang tingin ng mga ibang tao sa kanya, hindi marunong or hindi magaling, but ginagamit. And nakakita lang talaga nun is yung team, like which is Golden State, kung ang gaano siya ka-importante. They started winning when he started playing, di ba? Kahit
ganun.
sama ng stats niya. So, parang gano'n.
Ganun rin talaga eh. Kasi pag team, dapat parang solidified yung role mo. Later, I'll ask also about Coach Topex. Kasi I think Coach Topex is really good with those things. Pero one question lang about your run with Phoenix. Kasi nung Philippine Cup, sobrang saya na kayo panoorin nun. I remember I'd watch the games. Tapos yung talagang pinanood ko yung series against San Miguel, super physical yun. Alam ko yun. Parang every game may scuffle. So what do you think your team learned a lot from that, like, that run? Tapos nung Commissioner's Cup lang, hindi lang na nangyari, and Governors dahil nawala nga si Abueva. I think that's the reason. Pero from that Philippine Cup run, ano yung mga aspects of your team na talagang propelled you na tuloy hanggang dito sa may bubble na?
I guess it was the learning experience playing against San Miguel nga. They're a very talented team, well coached, and then kami bago lang kami. So parang kami naman talaga yung underdog nun eh. And then yun nga, we only won one game out of dapat apat. So sobrang dami naming natutunan, like both physically and mentally during the game, na hindi kami pwede makipag-away lang. Kasi parang nangyari nun, parang pag natatambakan na kami, gulo na. Away dito, away doon. So, syempre yung mga situations also na if we didn't react this way, maybe the results would be different. Yung mga ganon, malilit na bagay. And then, totoo yun, yung experience talaga is the greatest teacher, to be honest.
Yes.
Medyo na-apply namin yun nung itong conference na, nung bubble. And then, yung Commissioner's Cup and Governor's Cup after nun, I don't know if you noticed naman kasi, although hindi kami nag-playoff dahil obviously wala si Calvin, pero ang daming games nun na we could have won, pero we lost by single possession, 2 possessions. It could have gone both ways. Which is the same thing also nung Philippine Cup with Coach Louie, yung nag-semis kami. Ang dami naming one possession game lang din na napanalo namin eh. So it just didn't go our way those next two conferences, which is sad. But yun nga, syempre nung itong bubble naman, ang dami rin naming one possession game na napanalo, di ba? Kaya nag-second place kami. So it was just, hindi lang namin siguro na na-finish yung games nung dalawang conferences na hindi kami nag-playoff, di ba? Pero it could have gone both ways.
Yeah, ganun talaga. Like, yung kanina rin, yung Warriors, yung pinag-uusapan mo. Yung 2013, 14, puro talo lang din sila eh. Pero they were learning a lot. Tapos finally, 15, nag-champion na. 17, champion, 18. Ganun talaga pag championship contending. Bihira yung first year champion kagad. Parang rarely happens.
So parang yun. Yeah. It was, we learned a lot talaga.
So, bago tong bubble, medyo nakalimutan ko na nga to that it happened. Pero you were included in the Gilas pool nung Feb against Indonesia. One game lang yata yun.
Yeah.
So, I know it's like a blessing to really play for the national team, and you were with youngsters and veterans. Parang it was a team that's mixed. Pero isang game lang dahil na-cancel yata yung against Thailand or something. So, what did you learn naman from there, even if limited minutes ka lang? Pero, you were with young players and old players and Coach Dickel.
Wala, pangarap ko talaga mag-Gilas eh. So, whatever the circumstances, sasama talaga ako doon. Like, kahit ano sabihin nila, parang I really wanted to be in that team. So, ano mga natutunan ko? Marami. Yun na naman ulit, roles na naman. Kasi, syempre, Phoenix, gamit na ako, starter na ako. Pagdating kong Gilas, hindi naman ganun, di ba? So, tapos minsan, syempre, you're playing with younger guys pa. So, parang ikaw yung kuya eh. So, although I was the kuya, I was new naman in the team. Kiefer was a veteran na. Sila Troy was a veteran na, even if they're younger than me. So, it was fun. It was a good experience. Sayang kasi isang game lang nalaruan ko. Pero sobrang tuwang-tuwa ako noon nung tinawagan ako ni Boss Gabi na parang, you're invited to Gilas. I hope you could join us. Ganon.
Yes,
akala ko talaga matitrade ako noon eh. I remember it was a weekend, afternoon. Parang, for some reason, I had Boss Gabi's number. And then sa Viber, tumatawag siya. Tapos sabi ko, shit, mukhang matitrade na naman ako to talk and text. Kasi
uh,
parang, usually that happens eh. Parang
yeah,
random day, tas
gut
another
feel.
coach will call you or a
Mm.
manager, ganun. Alam mo na eh. So I was like, fuck, ayoko sagutin. Munti ko
Oo.
na hindi sagutin eh. Pinilit lang ako ng girlfriend ko to answer. Sagutin mo na, ganun. Alam mo, di naman. So, yun nga. Yeah, I was invited. So, tuwang-tuwa ako. And then, my experiences nung practice was ang lala for me physically. Sobrang pagod ko. Kasi nagtutua days kami nun nung Phoenix ako.
Mm.
Kasi preparing for the season na rin kami. So parang ako, parang shit, sunog na ako. Pero hindi ako makapag-hindi eh. Parang
Yeah.
I really wanted to be part of the team. I wanted to go. So hindi ako pwede pumetics, di ba? Hindi ako pwede mag-sit out ng practice. So those were trying times for my body. Like, akala ko talaga hindi ko nakakayanin mag-practice the
Mm.
next day, ganun. Pero, hindi, wala. Kinaya ko lang kinaya. Tapos yun, syempre, kinakabahan pa rin ako up until the final day kasi usually 2 days before lang sabihin yung lineup, di ba? So parang ako, shit, makakasama ba ako? Hindi. You don't want naman na paasahin sarili mo na
Yeah.
makakasama ka, di ba? So, yun. It was a blessing nga na I was part of the team.
Yeah, that's a really good experience kasi parang kahit practice player ka or something, parang basta makasama mo yung best.
Naalala ko, nag-tweet ako eh, parang years before, na kung kailangan niya, kasi I think those were the years na, kulang na naman silang player, hindi
Yeah.
sumagot si ganyan. So, naalala ko, nag-tweet ako na parang kung kailangan niyo ng player, okay na ako maging practice player, tutulong ako. Ganun.
Yeah.
So, wala namang nag-reply.
Yung connection pala dun sa Twitter, I noticed na nung bubble ba, pag pangit laro mo, may nagbabash sa'yo. I think it's the same guy and then you retweet it. And then parang
Oh, yeah.
namomotivate ka ba? Ano yung parang reason why
Hindi
you do
na,
that? It's
actually,
funny eh.
pag may mga hater, natutuwa ako.
Oo.
Nire-retweet ko talaga sila or nila-like ko or nagko-comment ako,
Hmm.
nagsusorry ako, gano'n. Parang hindi naman ako apektado eh. Like, bahala kayo kung ano sabihin nyo. Hindi
Oo.
ko naman kayo kilala eh. Like, you're
Yeah.
not important to me. Pero
Yeah.
I just make fun of them. So I retweet them, gano'n. Tapos minsan magsusorry po, magaganon ako. And then may naalala ko may one time nung bubble ba 'yan? Parang this guy said something not naman bad about me, pero parang he said na parang kulang talaga ng big man yung Phoenix, sana makakuha sila ng mas magaling, ganyan.
Yeah.
So like ko, tapos yun nga nagsabi ko, nag-comment ako na sorry po, gano'n, hindi kasi ako magaling. Gano'n. Kasi ako naman starting center, di ba? So
Yeah.
ako yung pinapatugan.
Yeah.
Tapos nakakatawa, ginawa niya, binura niya yung comment niya, tapos nag-DM siya sa akin sa Facebook. Sabi niya, Idol, sorry, hindi yun yung ibig ko sabihin. Na parang sobrang idol kita, gusto ko yung laro mo, gano'n. Nag-explain siya. Tapos sabi
Yeah.
ko, hindi, okay lang yun, walang problema sa akin
Yeah.
yan, gano'n. Hindi ko naman siniseryoso mga sinasabi nila eh. Like, if
Yeah.
they would bash me, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, gano'n naman talaga eh. That's life.
I've seen so many fans na like kung sino-sino lang tapos pag na-replyan na sila nung athlete or nung coach dahil it's like heat of the moment lang that they tweeted it, hindi na nila masyadong pinag-isipan. Tapos pag nag-reply, syempre hours after na yon biglang sabihin nila, na-realize ko na mali yung na-tweet ko. So yun,
Oo,
mag-apologize
di
na
ba?
lang
So,
sila.
magbawi.
Yeah.
It's funny, but wala. Yung isa nga, tsaka mostly people who bash me, when I check, for example, Twitter, sila yung mga walang follower, zero
Oh.
follower, 2 followers. So alam mong, walang kwenta, like, it's a dummy account. It's like
Yeah.
somebody who just like has so much time in his hand, di ba? So, wala yun.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Kasi yung iba talaga na-affect. At least ikaw, stable yung
Tsaka feeling
strong.
ko naman mas maraming nagsasabi ng magandang bagay kaysa yung sa masamang bagay, di ba? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a reason naman to hate me. Like wala namang gustong manakit sa akin or what, di ba?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
wala naman.
So, moving on to the bubble, kanina ko nga, parang Coach Topex, kanina sinasabi ko na Coach Topex, yung roles parang fulfilled talaga. Like, ilang beses ko na ito na pakinggan somewhere when Matthew Wright didn't start in a game. Parang they're like, what? He's like the MVP. Why is he not starting? Pero Coach Topex, I think he really solidified it in your team that ito yung role mo, ito yung role mo. So, hindi kayo nag-overlap in terms of roles. And how do you think he did that? Kasi in Lyceum, si Marcelino twins, I'm pretty sure they were one of his best players. Pero every game off the bench lang sila and sila lang yung magpe-press dun sa second unit para habulin
Mm.
yung lamang or to increase the lead na lang. So with you guys, feeling ko mahirap kasi how many days lang kayo or weeks to prepare dahil mabilis nangyari yung bubble. So how was the process like?
Ah, Kasi with Coach Topics, it was very simple. He only had one rule naman eh. It was always gonna be use your best judgment in the game. So, it's not very complicated. Kung sa tingin mo kailangan mo tumira, di tumira ka. Kailangan mo ipasa, pasa mo. Pero, pag nagkamali ka, tsaka ka napapagalitan. Ganon. So, hindi ka maraming iniisip. So, I guess that's one thing also that we all bought in. Na whoever's in the game, if you feel like shooting it, shoot it. Nobody will get mad. So yun yung isang malaking factor that I really appreciated during that conference because if I don't know if you noticed, dito pala ako nag-start magtira ng 3 points, di ba?
Yeah.
My whole career, I never really shot three. So, kasi before, I would always be scared somebody would say something, si ganito, ganyan sabihin. Medyo people pleaser ako na parang di ko na lang gagawin. Gagawin ko na lang yung mga normally ginagawa ko sa game. And then, yun, with that one simple rule, medyo everybody kind of adapted to it easily. Na parang walang star player, walang bangko, lahat tayo pantay-pantay. So, pagpasok ng game, kung anong utos ng coach or ng coaching staff, lahat kami sumusunod. So, like you said, there's one game off the bench si Matt. And who would imagine putting Matt off the bench, di ba? Parang balyo ka naman siguro para gawin mo yun. But it worked on our favor because may game plan kami. There's a reason naman why we did that. Hindi naman yung parang, uy, bangko ka na lang, off the bench ka lang, ganun, di ba? So, yeah. Parang it was very easy to trust the coaching staff because they're pretty black and white with us. Like ako, ang dami naming moments ni Coach Topex na nag-uusap kami. Like, syempre, outside basketball also, we would always talk. And then, during the games or pag pre-games, syempre, sinasabi niya sa akin yung mga plano niya, anong plano sa game na to. So, it was very an open book. So, lahat kami, ganun din yung relationship with him. So, yun nga, with Matt, obviously, tinanong niya muna si Matt, okay lang ba sa'yo? Ganyan, ganyan. And then Matt said, Coach, kung ano gusto mo gawin, gawin mo. Ako, patanggapin ko kung ano yung sasabihin mo. So, doon pa lang, syempre, nung ginawa niya yon, sino pa ba kami para magreklamo, di ba? Yung star player nga namin, tinanggap yung pinagawa ni Coach. So, yun na yun. Doon na yung parang nawala na yung parang star player bangko. Ganon. Lahat kami equal. Ganon.
So, yung day nga na hindi nag-start si Matthew, I think yun yung game na tinambakan kayo ng Magnolia, tama ba? Tapos hinabol nyo. Yun ba?
Baka yun yung game na yun. Pero parang yun nga, na di ko alam kung gumana ba yung game plan namin o hindi. Kasi tambak na ka, di ba?
Yeah, 24 yata, biggest lead ng Magnolia. Remember, parang yun yung favorite game ko of Phoenix in the bubble. Parang down 24, tapos fourth lang kayo humabol. Puro 3 points nga nila, Matt. So, yung game na yun, do you think that really propelled you guys to succeed and reach the semis? Kasi that was the last game Abueva didn't play yata, if I remember correctly. And then, syempre comeback, tas umiyak pa si Coach Topex dun sa post niya, naalala ko. So, how was the team after that win and for the future games when Abueva came back?
Siyempre nabuhayan kami nun. Kasi I think we came off a 2-game losing streak eh. We lost to Ginebra and Tokentex before that Magnolia game. So if we lost that one pa, medyo grabe na yung 3 games, di ba? So, yun nga, parang when we were losing, walang sisihan eh. There was no panic button. Parang, hindi guys, we're fine, we're okay. We're gonna be, Coach Topex we're fine, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna win this game. And then, we just took it one game at a time, like one practice at a time. So, I guess that win against Magnolia, medyo yun nga, naging solid kami lalo. Kasi alam namin Calvin's coming na eh. And then Alex is coming also. So parang, ito nga, yung mga teams na to, natalo natin, wala sila. What if parating pa sila, di ba? So, mas lalo kaming lalakas pa. So, it was a morale booster, to be honest. tas coming from behind pa, tas winning pa, parang ganun. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was really good kasi nung bumalik kasi Abueva, I think you started winning ng NLEX and then I don't remember the order pero 'di ba NLEX yung first tapos nag-semis tapos Magnolia na naman ulit yung katapat
Yeah,
niyo.
Magnolia na naman.
Yun pala yung
Yeah.
favorite game, sorry. Second favorite ko yung humabol kayo kasi yung favorite, ito yung nag-one-legged 3 si
Yeah.
Matthew for the win.
Yeah.
So, yung game rin na yun, medyo defensive battle yun kasi 89-88 lang yata yung final score, parang low
Yeah.
scoring. So, ano yung key to that match na sa game plan ni Coach Topex that, made you guys win since you guys followed it pretty sure. Kaya na lang.
I guess that yung yun nga, yung after nung first Magnolia game, yun na yung nag-propel din sa amin all throughout eh. Lalo na pag natatambakan kami. There would always be that one coach na, nung itong game nga, tambak tayo, nanalo pa tayo. Ba't hindi natin gawin ngayon? And during that game in the quarters, alam ko lamang din Magnolia all the way, di ba? Habol lang kami ng habol.
Oh.
So, yung fight sa team namin, parang hindi na nawawala. Yun yung kulang namin the few conferences eh. Lagi kaming natatalo sa dulo, laging bumibigay. So, like I said, learning experience from the past years also that we were losing close games. So, yun. Kasi we were the same group of players pa rin naman eh.
Yeah.
So, parang hindi na kami nagpapanik during those situations, which is a very big deal talaga.
Yeah. Sabi nga yata ni Paulie sa isang show na parang when Matthew shot it, nagdasal na lang daw siya kasi sure shot na talaga yun pag open, nadula si Baroque.
Lahat kami nagulat na na-shoot. Lahat ng na-shoot niya, lahat kami gulat na gulat eh. Kasi parang parang na-rebound lang, tapos tumalikod pa siya, tapos di ba, crossover, tapos one leg. So,
he forgot the shot clock daw.
Yeah, something like that. Never naman niya pinractice yun eh. So parang siguro na-instinct na lang niya na, parang ito na ata yung best shot possible. Tsaka I was pretty sure he wasn't gonna pass the ball naman eh.
Oo.
It was for him na talaga. Yeah. So ako ready na ako to rebound dun pag na-miss niya.
Yeah. Pwede pa naman mag-rebound. 6 seconds pa yata nun.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the clip nga eh. Parang nung tinira niya, pumasok na agad ako eh. Sabi ko, shit, baka makuha ko pa or what.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So, yung sad lang kasi I was cheering for you guys against TNT. First game pa lang si Matthew na injured. And you said in Mikey Reyes' show, God, it was the biggest what if of the bubble. So, nung game 1, natalo yata kayo pero si RJ Hasul, Heruela, and all those, including you, Perkins. Perkins din nasugatan yata nung game 1. You guys all stepped up kasi Abueva was also in foul trouble. So, nung whole series, medyo nahihirapan kayo. And Matthew was there, pero hindi as best as he could, I guess, in terms of his conditioning. So, how did you guys adjust for that series against TNT, which is star-studded?
Yun nga, when Matthew came down with an injury, and then, the whole game 1, parang we still managed to fight. And then, we lost by 2 points to Top and Tex. After that game, hindi kami malungkot eh. Kasi parang, imagine mo, nawalan ka na ng star player. Tapos, you still had the chance to win against this star-studded team. So parang we were very optimistic na kaya natin sila matalo, ganun. Which happened, di ba? We won game 2. Matt didn't play sparingly lang. He was still injured. Game 3 talaga siya bumalik and then we won. So parang guys, imagine if Matt didn't get injured, if we won game 1, could have tapos na yung series, yung mga ganun, di ba? And then, yun nga, we lost game 4. And then, I think when we lost game 4, parang, doon na kami na parang medyo medyo crucial talaga yung game 5, ganun. And then, doon na lumabas yung superiority nila sa amin, di ba? Kasi, siguro, they were in shape, or they had a great game plan, parang ganun. Doon lumabas yung pagka-championship caliber team nila. Parang, it was a fair loss.
Yung pagiging close nung Phoenix na halata din nung bubble, even nung paalis yata kayo, everyone wanted to take a picture na kayo yung pinaka-close bonded team. Meron ba kayong mga ginagawa off the court that really solidified like the bond among you guys? Kasi special, talagang mahalata mo kahit fan.
Well, aside from aside from having like team activities like team lunch, team dinners, ganon, I think ano rin, yung mga vets sa team namin was very, very important kasi they would bring us together. Eh. Parang, for example, si JC tsaka si Kuya JR, they would always have great food in the room. They would invite
Mm.
everybody to come over. So yung mga simpleng bagay na ganun was
Oo.
very big for us kasi unknowingly, oh, sama-sama na naman tayo lahat,
Oo.
sabay-sabay tayo kumakain, ganun. And then, meron din, we would, on our off days, we would play poker
Ayun.
as a team also. So, all those team stuff na we did, I don't think other teams did it eh. Parang may kanya-kanya silang grupo or may kanya-kanya
Oo.
silang ginagawa.
Yeah.
Kami, parang sobrang dami naming activities na puta, lahat kami nasa pool, parang mga ganon.
Mm.
That's where you can see na everybody's buying into the team concept, di ba?
Yeah.
Walang, ayoko, di ako punta dyan, mga ganon.
Mm. So, yung Phoenix nga, since you came up short, pero I'm feeling ko championship contender kayo for the next conferences and years. And then this upcoming drafts, I think, pretty deep. So, what do you think yung kailangan ng Phoenix na i-pick? I don't know, nakalimutan ko kung anong number kayo, pero not that high kasi nga semis kayo. Pero na pakinggan ko rin sa isang show na, it's also my opinion, na Phoenix needs another point guard, I guess, kasi RJ is more like a scoring point guard. Brian's, yeah, point guard. Pero I guess you need more of like a stabilizer, like how LA is for Hinebra and Alex or Chris Ross is for SMB. So, do you share the same opinion or do you have another one?
Well, if we could get Brickman, di ba?
Ayun, si
I mean,
Brickman
who
nga.
wouldn't
Yeah.
want? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tsaka teammate ni Matt yan eh. So, di
Oo.
ba? Who would want? Pero, me personally, I don't really know ano plano ng like management, ano sino kukunin nila or what. Pero I guess best avail yun nga as tapos medyo mababa pa yung pick namin. So parang siguro best available talent na lang sa yung mga natitira, 'di ba? But obviously you wanted to get a guard, a point guard like Jason Brickman, 'di ba? He would definitely change the dynamics of the team. Eh.
Do you guys have expiring deals or as everyone still signed? Or sino yung mga expiring nyo for next conference?
Marami pa atang hindi nakaka-sign. Medyo konti pa lang yung naka-sign sa team. So,
Ah,
kaya wala pa rin kaming practices. Parang, I think
okay.
they'll sort it out naman soon, siguro.
Yeah. Okay. So, ikaw naman, sinabi ko nung start na ikaw yung leading contender for most improved player, which I agree also. I mean, I'm a Ginebra fan, so pwedeng si Caperal yung maging most improved. Pero without bias, I think it's really you, especially with the shot blocking 1.7, and people make fun of you because they said your vertical's not even high. So, ano yung mga
That's true.
yeah, ano yung mga parts of your game pa that you want to improve on? Kasi leading candidate ka na for most improved, even if it's not like your priority naman. Kasi I heard like your a group of coaches kayo work with, yung Nicolo Chua. So what
Yeah,
aspect of
simple
your
grind, yeah.
yeah, what part of your game
Well,
do you still plan to improve on?
parang naman kasi every year there's a certain thing that I want to achieve, di ba? So parang this year I started like shooting threes. I finally got to be comfortable playing outside kasi iba na ngayon eh, big men has to shoot na eh. That's not like the old school, di ba, na parang poste-poste lang kayo, rebound, ganun. So nagulat din ako na ganun yung nilaro ko nung bubble. Kasi, like I said, I've never shot threes naman my whole PBA career. So, parang it was something new for me. So, and then given the time pa of practice, sobrang konti lang. It was really a big adjustment for me playing outside. Then, yun nga, yung dumating pa yung shot blocking, di ba, nag-lead pa ako ng league. So, that's something also na I didn't expect naman to happen eh. And then, so looking forward for the next conferences, since on offense, since teams are guarding me now from the outside, I think I have to really learn how to counter naman. Kasi parang I can't just rely on like shooting threes naman kasi alam na nung kalaban. So I think I have to learn counter moves also. And then obviously every year naman I would always think also physically I have to be stronger, faster, ganun. Kasi depending sa conference, medyo iba-iba yung body type ko eh. Kasi parang all Filipino, parang syempre wala namang import. So, pwede ako gumaan. Like, pwede ako magpanipis kasi I have to be a little bit quicker, ganun. Eh, pag may import-laden conference naman, syempre I have to be stronger. Medyo mabigat dapat ako kasi lalaki ng import. So since it's all Filipino again, parang I could still go back to my bubble playing weight naman and then be just stronger than last time lang talaga. So I'm like right now, nung start ng January, I hired a nutritionist for the first time in my career. Medyo siseryosohin ko na yung food ko. Kasi throughout my career in the PBA, it was so easy for me to lose weight, but I would never be like cuts sa TV. Like I would always be the chubby Chinese kid no matter what I do. So I think it's more on sa kinakain ko. Siguro kahit pumapayat ako, kulang yung protein ko, ganun. So I decided na why not try it, 'di ba? Parang para naman sa akin din 'yon. Then yeah, then I have my trainers nga, Simple Grind, who's always willing to help me anytime. And then I have now yung trainer namin sa Phoenix who's always ready to help me also kasi kahit pandemic, ganon, he's willing to teach and train. So I'm actually really looking forward to next conference and see, diba, how it's gonna be fun again for us to play again.
I think, hindi ko alam kung na-tweet mo to or something na yung idol mo si Jokic o baka maging leading the league ka naman in assists.
Assist. Well, kasi yung that Jokic thing naman kasi, parang nung kinakausap ako ni Coach Topex prior to the bubble, he told me naman na may role na just parang yung sistema natin ngayon, the ball will always be in the big man. I don't know if you noticed it also, na yung mga plays namin revolves starting the ball with us.
Yeah.
So kami yung primary decision makers. So nag-career high din ako sa assists. May isang game ako, parang 4 ata ako, 4 or 5 assists ako. And then I think my conference assist is 1.5 or 2, which is from point something, di ba? So it's something also na you could see that's evolving also na we're sharing the ball nga, hindi yung parang kung kanino yung bola, sa kanya na lang. So actually that's one thing also na pinapractice sa akin ng assistant coach going to the next season is I have to be a better passer pa. Like I have to improve on that also. So we'll see what will happen. Like obviously I can't be like Jokic, but hopefully tumaas yung assist ko to 3 assists na per game, ganun. Okay lang, mas magaling naman ako mag-block kaysa kay Jokic eh.
Oo, for sure. Si Jokic na-posterize nga eh. Noong last game. Kasi di siya tumalon eh.
Yeah. So, yun. So, yeah, but that's one thing also I want to improve at also.
Yeah, that's good. Kasi nga yung plays na nakikita ko sa elbow, you'll get it. Si Perkins din minsan, di ba? So, pag magaling ka sila right, mas may, lalo na si Abueva, he's good in cutting, nakikita ko. So, they'll score easy points with your passes. So, we're down to the last few questions for this podcast. I just wanted to ask, kasi I'm really curious about this on the take of local athletes. Kasi di ba sa US, yung Black Lives Matter, sobrang naging active sila with all the movements they have. Sila Bron yung More Than a Vote and sila Subird, they really speak up. Pero here, hindi it's not like the same level as it is there. So what do you think athletes should really be more active here in the local scene, or okay ka lang na okay lang, parang not to be...
I think naman as long as you have a platform, you should. Kasi lalo na if you feel bad about something that's happening or pro ka sa something na it could go both ways, positive or negative. I think you should voice out also, lalo na yung Black Lives Matter. I think Chris Ross was very vocal about it during this year, during what happened, di ba? Siyempre, mas nakaka-relate sila eh. Parang feeling ko naman if ako nag-post noon, medyo pretentious ko naman, di ba? Kasi parang, I mean, technically hindi ko naman alam yung literally that's what's happening, ganon, yung history about it. So parang, feeling ko parang masasabihan lang ako na pa-epal-epal lang ako. Alam mo yung gano'n. Pero it doesn't mean na I don't support it. Obviously, I support Black Lives Matter kasi I would always see naman sa news. Tsaka, syempre, when I watch NBA, di ba, very sila lahat as a player. So I kind of know what's happening. And I know it's not it's not good what's happening, diba? So for me, if you have a channel to voice out those stuff, you should. Lalo na if you believe in it.
So yeah, that's a really good answer kasi feeling ko kulang din. I mean, hindi ba kulang, pero like we can be more active with the issues in our country naman kasi sa kanila with their respective they do stuff kasi nga may platform sila super mayaman, mga sikat. So yung
Kasi
followers
parang
nila.
naisip ko lang din naman, for example, dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, if you like push yung Black Lives Matter, parang hindi siya magiging ganun ka-impactful since people here naman or like half of the population of the Philippines doesn't really relate to that, 'di ba? Kasi wala naman masyadong ganyan dito.
Mm.
Parang hindi rin siya ganun ka maging effective siguro. Maybe if you're back home or if you have relatives or whatever, may friend ka na ganun, pwede. Pero like I said, like majority naman siguro, 'di ba, hindi naman sila makaka-relate sa ganun. So,
Mm.
para siguro kaya hindi na rin sila nagsasalita, ganun.
So for the final few questions lang, who's your uh sino yung player na parang pinaka-excited kang makalaban, like wala lang kahit di siya yung best pero excited ka talaga pag siya yung kalaban.
Oh, you mean next year?
Yeah.
Next season?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it's Junmar, di ba? It's always been a challenge naman to guard him eh. And then, actually, lahat ng big man. And then, parang, I'm always eager to play against Ian Sanggalang also.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I haven't said this in public eh, pero my teammates know, parang, he's always been my gauge kasi ever since we were rookies. Kasi pareho kami Magnolia, di ba?
Yeah.
Tas siya sumikat siya, tas ako hindi. Tas parang every time I played against him, he was my gauge kung gumaling na ba ako or hindi. So there was always an added motivation for me playing against him. Parang kung kaya ko ba siya sabayan or if ganun. So yeah, he's one of those guys I'm always excited to play against with.
Tapos yung one question that I really like from All the Smoke, yung podcast nila, yung sa dulo, they always ask if you're in a dinner table, like it's like a formal dinner, then you can have dinner with anyone dead or alive, like 5 people. Who would you choose? Like it doesn't need to be athletes or anything.
Wow. Well, unang-una ko gusto makasama, syempre si Dirk. Gusto ko siya makasama. And syempre gusto ko rin matuto with him. I'm pretty sure it's all athletes. Like yung mga idol ko. Syempre Jokic also. Uh, parang dami eh. Basta feel ko puro NBA guys. I can't think out loud now kung sino man yung limang yun. Pero for sure Dirk. Kasi dream ko dati mapanood talaga siya maglaro eh. Kaso hindi ako nagkaroon talaga ng chance to watch him. Tapos nag-retire na siya. I was trying to look my first documentary pero sobrang hirap hanapin. He has a documentary siguro lumabas 7 years ago. Hindi ko talaga mahal. Ang hirap hanap ng copy kasi parang hindi ko alam kung German or what. So it's very hard to look for it. But I know he has eh. It was about his life. So yeah. Pero siya talaga yung number one feel ko. Siya pinaka-idol ko eh.
So for the last question, sino yung mabibigay mong suggestions na pwede ko pang i-guess na, feeling mong magiging makwento din and madaming masasabi about their careers from PBA or anywhere?
Well, syempre, teammates ko, sila Jason, yun, madaldal yun si Jason. Tapos, I don't know if you could get Calvin, pero pag nakuha mo si Calvin, para kang nasa, yung all the smokes ba yun sinasabi mo? Medyo,
parang ganun.
Magiging ganun yun. Tapos yung mga San Miguel guys, you could get them also. Very, very, like lalo na si Chris Ross. Junmar also. Lalo na ngayon, like you could interview him kasi he's been out for like a year na. Like, you wanna know what's in his mind. Ano yung feeling niya nung na-injured siya. So, stuff like that. Then, actually, a lot of guys also. Well, obviously, you're not just naman PBA guys, diba? So,
any sport.
I think you should try to, well, syempre ako, basketball lang naman yung alam ko. I think you should get also college kids kasi, di ba, na-cancel yung U-Up nila for a year. So, what's it like for them also, di ba? Like, no school na, no sports. Parang hirap, di ba?
Mahirap.
Yeah,
so yun, thank you so much for giving us time, for giving me time to interview you in my podcast, the DVD show. I really appreciate you allowing and like sharing your career stories and all these learnings that you shared that could be applied by other people then even if hindi sila athlete or basketball player. Kasi yung mga sinabi mo namang points kanina, lalo na nung tough times mo, pwedeng i-apply yun kahit anong trabaho. So, yun, thank you so much. So, for the final, can I take like a picture
Yeah,
lang?
thank you for having me also. Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Okay, sige. Wait lang. Sige. Okay na. One,
Yeah,
one, two, three. Okay, thank you so much
yeah.
again.
Thank you for having me, Diego. Huh?
Sige. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
take care. Yep, yep.